Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, January 12th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Flagler County's long-awaited new behavioral health care center opens its doors in Bunnell. Rich Petchke reports.
Board of County Commissioners Chair Joe Mullins says the Flagler Access Center is just the beginning.
We have some major things coming into this community. It is going to be exciting, and it is going to be unreal how we're going to tackle and move forward with our mental health and substance abuse issues in the county.
Commissioner Donald O'Brien says the center is a representation of how well local government works.
We take our local facility, we take local dollars, our tax dollars here, we combine them with state and federal money, a partnership with the other local governments, the city of Bunnell, all of our collaborative partners, SMA and the others that will be involved in this facility, and we come up with a solution.
Commissioner Dave Sullivan recognized those who made the center a reality.
I would just want to point out Commissioner Hanson, all the people, especially our staff, taking advantage when the opportunity came to get some funding, both from the state and from the American Recovery Program. It was taking advantage of the situation when it arose, and now we're opening this center, which is going to be helpful to everyone in our county.
Ivan Cosini is CEO of SMA Healthcare, one of the partners operating the center.
We view the center as the first place that people will go to ask questions, seek services, and find the support they need. A place where someone who's experiencing symptoms can get help, a place where someone who has questions can get them answered, and a place where someone can come here and feel safe and trust that the team here cares about them.
All Flagler County residents are eligible to receive the center's services. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
I still think the peak is going to be late January, early February.
And then by March, Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle predicts COVID-19 will be endemic. He thinks this latest COVID-19 surge, which may be our last, will come down pretty fast.
The Omicron is definitely less serious. We're going to have treatments that are widely available, the monoclonal antibodies that work for Omicron, sotrovimab, and the Paxlovid, oral pill, which works for all of them, will be widely available for people who happen to get sick. There's going to be almost universal immunity on some level to what's out there, including all the people who got Omicron are going to be immune to Omicron, not to the old. So a lot of the people got this a year or two ago are not, they're immune to Alpha or Delta, but not as much Omicron. So there's going to be a lot of people actually immune to Omicron. It's going to be hard for a variant to really pierce through Omicron because it's going to have to be even more contagious and then also immune evasive. So when it's endemic, you're going to see it in the population. It's not going to be gone, but there might be little waves like there is for flu in the winter, but not these giant waves.
Bickle says Omicron still poses a risk for severe complications and even hospitalization for the unvaccinated. Flagler County stands to lose $17 million in federal funding for a massive dune restoration project. Amy Cherry has details.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has given the county an ultimatum by February: secure the 3 remaining easements so the work can move forward, or take the landowners to court in an eminent domain proceeding. If they don't, they'll risk losing the funding altogether. Flagler County Attorney Al Hadid.
So we are in the process of coordinating and collaborating with them as well as our experts to move forward on the eminent domain cases while we also continue dialogue with the owners who have not so far executed easements. The Army Corps has indicated that with this last stretch that we're in, that if we're not able to succeed, then we may be placed in a deferred status for the funding.
The easements don't give the county ownership of the land. It simply gives the Army Corps of Engineers the right to work on the property. 2 people who own 3 parcels of land are holding out over mistrust. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Your volunteer spirit is needed for a committee in Flagler Beach. Karen Johnson has more.
The Planning and Architectural Review Board of the city has some upcoming vacancies to establish, maintain, and approve standards of architectural excellence for certain residential dwellings and also for schools, churches, and parks. Flagler Beach City Commissioner Ken Bryan
Okay, we have planning, architecture, and review board, and we have 3 vacancies. We have people in the positions now, but they're going to be expiring. So we encourage people to apply in order to be considered for membership on that board.
For additional information, contact City Clerk Penny Overstreet. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
First, you have to do all the infrastructure before you can roll out a program.
When it's up and running, the city manager says the small businesses in Flagler Beach will be able to access grant funding from the city.
It'll be all automated. There will be rules about what you can submit, but it's basically designed to help our businesses, our small businesses, be more resilient.
William Whitson said that if a small business in Flagler Beach needs to upgrade its technology or website or get more PPE or better ventilation in the workspace, they could use the small business grant to do that. He said the grants are coming from the American Rescue Act funds. The business report is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 10. It's also on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, more on who gets the small business grants from the city of Flagler Beach. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.